Hello, and welcome to the last video of the day. Well, not of the day, of pretty much the last 2 months that I've been doing this. So, my reflection of this class. I've pretty much seen it as when I got into the class probably in September, and then doing the final project probably starting about mid-October. And then doing a video blog thing like every couple of weeks, and talking about my opinions, my open-endedness towards African American literature, African Americans in general, and just how people see each other has changed. I didn't really get a chance to. Since his class was online, I really didn't get a chance to hear some of it most of the time because when he would have his online class, I was in class, and it just got to the point where it was I would see the recording on his iBrianCarter.com, and so I know some of my videos have been quite short, and I'm trying to make this one a little bit longer before I go off to work, but I think for the most part, it's just trying to understand how people see literature, especially written by African American authors. You have Du Bois, you have Octavia Butler, and you have a whole amalgamy of other authors who are African American. Writing about their experiences, writing about their upbringing, writing about how they were born into slavery, but not born into slavery. Emancipated from being a slave. I think that this understanding of I think every single class that I've ever taken, as far as African American studies classes go, each one has been a different experience. I've taken every single Native American class that I can think of. While I've been at the U of A, I've taken almost every single African American studies class that I can think of. No, I have not thought about having it as a minor because, I did it to complete a bunch of other stuff for my grade requirement, and I'm glad that I did it because I got to broaden my horizons, and I want to be a writer myself. Creative writing major with a minor in English, and then seeing all of these books that I have read. Now I've become a well-rounded author, and I'm not, or a well-rounded writer, and I am not just someone, that one-trick pony. I can pull stuff out of, African literature, Native American literature, Greek literature. I can pull it out of American literature, or even the Victorian age literature. I've seen it and read it all. That's an understatement because I have not seen it and read it all because there's too much to read and too much to do. It would probably take me almost 100, maybe 200, 400, 6,000 years to read every single book in the world. And I don't think that's possible for any one human being to do. And if you do it, I will buy you dinner for the rest of your life. But, for the most part, it's just like seeing African American studies courses taught at the college academic level that it is taught at. You can't really teach it to high school students because they won't get it. They'll just do the work and just go on to it. If you're doing college level work, you want your students to think about it. You want them to, over the course of 2, 3, 4 days, think about it. Okay, what did this author talk about? What did he do? Why is he writing this? What answers do I have to ask, or what questions do I have to know? And it's just, I want to know what is his vision, what is her vision, what is it that he or she wants me to see when I'm reading or writing a particular work. And I'm so thankful that I got into this class, because if I didn't get into this class, I'd probably be taking something next semester and not being able to graduate. I think one of the greatest things in the world is having teachers that care about you and who have just the utmost respect and confidence in you, and are able to just give you that push, and to go forth and make sure that you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, and I really just hope that whenever I become a teacher, I can, add to my curriculum maybe a book from, Octavia Butler, or, a book from Du Bois, or Du Bois, excuse me, or, Martin Luther King Jr. or Malcolm X or something like that, some famous African American author that will make my children, students, think in their head, have the wheels turning, having, their minds gathering information, trying to figure out, who is this author? Why is she writing? What am I doing? Why am I supposed to be reading this? And I want them to have that, experience that I've had, where it's just like, I write everything down. I don't put the book down because it's an interesting read, like what I did with Octavia Butler's first book. And when reading, The Kindred, you're not able to put it down because it's just so mind captivating. And I think that's what happened with The Fledgling. You're just captivated by all of her stuff that's going on. And each class that I've taken throughout this semester, it's whether it's being all AFAS classes, I've actually learned something more about African culture. I've learned something about African writing. I've learned something about African geography. I now know all the city and states of Africa, which is a lot. I know everything about African currency, African economics, African agriculture, African food security, and just everything that I need to learn about, Africa, I've learned in these 3 classes that I've taken over the semester. And the fact that I know 2 of my professors that know each other, who work in the same office, and they talk about everything, I think that having professors that know you, who talk about you, who can give you good feedback, those are the professors that you want to have. Dr. Carter, and if you ever show this to Professor Wasserman, I thank you. You both have been awesome professors to me, and I hope that one day I get to come back and teach alongside you wherever you may be. Because, to be honest, you made my last semester of college fun. More fun than I've ever had in the 6 years that I've been at the University of Arizona. So, and you're probably gasping, and you're probably saying, oh my God, he's saying good things about me. And it's true. I don't really do it for a lot of teachers. I know, I've been a pain to some people. I haven't really participated in class in some aspects, but, I still get my work done, and I still participate like everyone else, and I do the best to my ability. So, with that being said, I'm coming up on the almost the 8-minute mark here. I want to thank you for, teaching me the class that you have taught. I've not always been there to go through the classes, but I've done everything that I could possibly do to, make you happy with me as a student, to show you that I can do the work, and I am a damn good student. So I wish you the best of luck in your online class for the winter, and I wish you the best of luck for your class next semester. I will be around, I'm still continuing to write my book. I would really love, some intake or some outtake or any, partake you could give me, as far as, giving, I want to write a character based off of, possibly you, because you're a very interesting person and I like your personality. So I really hope that, you email me, and I do have, the stuff for you as far as, car stuff goes. So just please email me as soon as you can, to go over to being immortalized in my book process of thought. But I look forward to hearing from you, and thank you, and have a great Christmas and a wonderful New Year. And it was just an awesome class, and I really, really learned a lot, because, if I can't learn a lot, then what kind of person am I? So have a good rest of your break, have a good rest of your season, have a good rest of your year. And I will probably say this only once. I will say, go Bears, go Cubs, go 49ers. For this year, I will say go White Sox, because I made a promise to my uncle. And go Red Sox. I think that's all I have. But yes, sir, you have a good day, good night, and good luck.